They just want to know what happened to their mom. They want to know where she is, and they want to be able to celebrate her life. That's all that they're focused on. They want resolution. They want an end to this, and they're offering up to $1 million for somebody to come forward and make that call.
That is huge because, yes, it will draw out more of these crazy hoaxsters and so forth, but it may also be that dangling carrot that is needed in a lot of these abductions and missing person high-profile cases. She's asking for her mother's remains. There are stipulations in the FBI criteria. Again, she's saying it's not for the arrest and conviction of anybody as far as the family reward goes, but there may be stipulations that she alluded to at the bottom.
Hi there. I'm coming on to say it is day 24 since our mom was taken in the dark of night from her bed. And every hour and minute and second and every long night has been agony since then of worrying about her and fearing for her and aching for her. And most of all, just missing her, We know that millions of you have been praying. So many people have been praying of every faith and no faith at all, praying for her return. And we feel those prayers. Please keep praying without ceasing. We still believe. We still believe in a miracle. We still believe that she can come home. Hope against hope. As my sister says, we are blowing on the embers of hope. We also know that she may be lost. She may already be gone. She may have already gone home to the Lord that she loves and is dancing in heaven with her mom and her dad and with her beloved brother Pierce and with our daddy. And if this is what is to be, then we will accept it. But we need to know where she is. We need her to come home. For that reason, we are offering a family reward of up to $1 million for any information that leads us to her recovery. All of the information about this reward and the details is in the caption below. You can call the 1-800 tip line. You can be anonymous if you want. Someone out there knows something that can bring her home. Somebody knows. We are begging you to please come forward now. We also know that we are not alone in our loss. We know there are millions of families that have suffered with this kind of uncertainty. And for that reason today, we also are donating $500,000 to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children for their work in helping families who are coping with loss and actively looking for those who are lost. We are hoping that the attention that has been given to our mom and our family will extend to all the families like ours who are in need and need prayers and need support. So please, if you hear this message, if you've been waiting and you haven't been sure, let this be your sign to please come forward, tell what you know, and help us bring our beloved mom home so that we can either celebrate a glorious, miraculous homecoming or celebrate the beautiful, brave, and courageous and noble life that she has lived. Please be the light in the dark. Thank you.
Just so you know, she is obviously reading a script and was coached in part by the Federal Bureau of Investigation. And I know the FBI was encouraging the family to do this as soon as possible. They cannot force, obviously, a grieving family. But let's go over some of the fine points of what Nancy Guthrie's daughter, Savannah, read off on a scripted note. You could hear her flipping through the pages. She initially opens up and says we are worried, the agonizing feeling of their mom missing her. Obviously, everybody's heart is heavy in that family and across the globe, for that matter. She thanks also the millions of people who are praying for her mom, which I thought was very genuine and very, very kind. She said that they're holding on to hope and a miracle. Hope against hope. Those were her quotes. We're blowing on the embers of hope, as she states in the opening of that video. Another key acknowledgement and point is she acknowledged that there are many other missing children and people that do not get the coverage that her family is getting. She went on to make a donation of $500,000, $500,000, to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Really, I thought that was a real act of kindness on behalf of herself and her family, and the acknowledgement of what a lot of people have been talking about is, hey, how come there's not this much coverage for so-and-so? There's not people who have missing loved ones that get zero coverage.
With them, we've talked about it often, that somebody out there knows something. And so what they're hoping is that for that person that's out there, maybe they don't have the financial means to pick up the phone and call about a loved one, about a spouse, about somebody that they think is involved in this because they don't have the financial means to do so. This now changes the game.
This is very specific from FBI Phoenix. They want viable information, again, and at the end of it, it says no well wishes or case theories. We all have theories. Opinions are like, you know what, everybody's got one. But at the end of the day, they're looking for bona fide, viable leads that they can take manpower and go out and look at.
You know what, Ron? They want their mother back, and they just spelled it out. They just want her back so they can have a proper celebration for her, as Savannah stated earlier in an earlier video. All right. Now, as investigators, and you just laid it out very well, we investigate these things as the events turn. From the very beginning, you and I have said that this is something that went wrong. All right. This may have been a simple burglary, go in, get something that they thought was there, but something went wrong and they had to remove her from the scene, is what a lot of people were saying. We're saying it because we do the investigations with everything that we have, not on suppositions. All right. These are what the evidence that was there. When I saw the blood, regardless of whether it was a nosebleed or not, why did they take her outside? They could have easily just left there and, let her call for an ambulance. But that didn't happen. All right. Something went wrong on the inside of that house. All right. And we know that. So I guess with the evidence that they keep them very close to their vest, we're going to see what happens later on, and they can spell it out and give a more logical reason for some of the turn of events that have happened.
Yeah, 100%, Lieutenant. And, we've talked about this from the beginning. We don't have access to the case file. So a lot of things that are happening behind the scenes, we're not privy to it. So let me know what you think in the chat. Where are you watching, city, state, or country? Or are you new here? This is your first time checking out this video. If you're newly subscribed, we would love to hear from you.
The family is suffering. We can't imagine what they're suffering. They want their mother home. All right. They're a very religious family. Nancy was very religious. They want their mother back. And Savannah just spelled it out.
We always say this, family comes first. And in this case, we're seeing on the national stage and international stage that there was no safety nets in play. What about that life alert? What if, God forbid, she had fallen inside her home and someone didn't come until the next day or checked on her till the next day? That could be the difference between life and death, depending on your injury. So make no mistake, this is a learning experience for all of us to look at. So I care about each and every one of you. I thank each and every one of you for being here. Live audience, the replay viewers, the people who become members, the people who support us on Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. Ed Wallace and myself, we're retired, but guess what? We're trying to get valid, accurate information out to you. We do not like to run on speculation and rumors, but in this case, because there's no press conferences, there's no direction from the Pima County Sheriff's Department, that's all we have to do. That's all we have to go on.